I thought I was really smart. I had done very, very well for myself. I had built multiple businesses and had multiple exits. I had a Fortune 500 exit. I had developed tons and tons of real estate, but I didn't understand some very core core pieces of that. And so when 2008 crash came, I was in California where the real estate dropped 60%, and I just got hammered. And I basically had to start over from scratch. And to your point, it was very painful. And don't cry for me. Millions of other people had to suffer the same thing. But I'd say to recover a couple things. One, suck it up. You're not a victim. Like, you're not dead. Like, just try it again. Just like dust yourself off and get going again. So I think one, it was like a resilient attitude, but two, to your point, yeah, it was having some mentors. Now at the time, I didn't really have access to mentors. The market wasn't to a point where we kind of have it today, where we have access to all these great thinkers and access to information. And so I was buying newsletters. I was buying financial newsletters, and that's really where I learned everything. People want to ask me all the time, like, what books should I read? But the books, they're old and they're big general concepts. I was subscribing to financial newsletters because they gave me the market play by play. So I could literally learn as it was going. And then plus I studied history and studied money and things like that. And so it was really through building in my own education that is what changed for me. And I started to learn a different view of money. I had a different relationship to money. I started looking at wealth creation and wealth accumulation as different things. It helped me set up a portfolio properly, so I wasn't all in on one asset where I lost it all, like what had happened to me before. And so, yeah, that was kind of the path. Really just pointed to my own education. It was really the financial newsletters, I think, that were the most beneficial. And then, like I said, just not accepting defeat and just continuing to go forward. I have a newsletter that we write, and we kind of have a system. So we help people really hone in and identify exactly where it is they're going and help them think through all that. We have a bunch of tools and sheets they can use, and then also then figure out where they're at, and then help them make that plan. So the system is a series of questionnaires and tools that we have to help you identify, be clear on that, and then we have the newsletter that then identifies which assets that you should be buying. And we kind of put them into four buckets, or as I call them, four pillars. So investing for growth. This kind of gets back to the Bitcoin stuff, the commodities, things like that. Energy, investing for cash flow. Of course, I talked about that. Keeping cash as one of the four pillars. And then I call chaos hedge insurance. This is gold and things like that. And so then once you figured out what your exact allocations are, where you're going, where you're at, then we write the newsletter that recommends the assets that you could put in that, tracks them in a portfolio, has a community so everybody could be in there sharing information, working together towards a common goal. And it's been really successful. I've been writing that for several years. And it's a lot of fun. Hey, this is Mark Moss, and you are watching Think Smart Education.